Minecraft, Elden Ring, GTA 5, Honey Grab. What do all these games have in common? They all have day-night cycles, but one of them isn't built like the others. Here's how most day-night cycles work in games. Most games use a skybox that follows the player, keeping the camera always at the center. The sun lives inside the skybox, so no matter how far north or south you walk, the sun will stay in exactly the same spot. In real life, the sun's position does change depending on your latitude. If you move farther north, the sun sets farther south. So why don't games do that? A lot of it comes down to how cameras work. Every camera has a near and far clipping plane. Anything too close or too far just wouldn't render. On huge or infinite maps, putting the sun really far away in world space would require a massive far clipping plane, which would destroy performance or potentially even crash the game. Alternatively, you could fake it by getting the player's north-south position and adjusting the sun's arc accordingly. I don't know if any games actually do that, but in theory it could work, and I think it would honestly add a nice touch of detail. In Honey Grab, I tried something different. I made the sun a real object in the world, not just a trick inside the skybox. It orbits just above the terrain, far enough to look distant, but close enough to avoid needing a giant clipping range. That approach wouldn't work for a game like Minecraft, but for a smaller map like Honey Grab, I think it's perfect. The sun's movement is driven by a function, sometimes linear, and sometimes speeding up near the horizon for a more natural feel. Once we have the desired angle in the sky for the sun, it's just a bit of sine and cosine to figure out where to place it. Visually, the sun is a hand-drawn 2D shape floating in world space, and honestly, I love the vibe. All of the sky sprites are billboarded, meaning they'll always face the camera no matter where you look from. You always have that giant smiling sun facing. Let me know what you think of my sun in the comments.